Hello, welcome to JB Trading News. Today's date is 22nd day, 2025, October. Now, let's look at what is happening in the newspaper review. And I believe that your midweek is really bubbling and is, very filled with sunny and also full of rain, very heat. And meaning that the weather seems to be very, very hot. But let's look at this quickly. Shun imported fuel, Omokri, urges Nigeria. Now the question is that somebody asked online about, now who are those importing? Who importing and who are those who are buying fuel from abroad? They are not Nigerians. They are marketers. Why trying to make it look like as if there is a place, there's a filling station where they are selling Nigeria fuel, and then there is one that's selling foreign fuel? This is matter of just try to portray that, try to advertise or promote Dangote Refinery, fine. But the question is that it does not consider other aspects of importation. Now, our president tends to go abroad and he never mentioned of it because he's currently acting as a defense, online defense chamber, for Tinubu. But remember, it's the same person that also insulted Soludo and call him all sorts of name, call him that he's a drug lord, call the Soludo different kind of name. And then it was just lambasting and pushing, hitting the head of our president with his utterances. But that's just, by the way. So at the end of the day, we can see that he's just trying his best to survive, and is doing everything is possible for his own stomach, not because he cares for the country. The next one is ASU suspends 2 weeks warning strike, and then you can see that, and based on the fact that they said that as the federal government has been showing some interest in making efforts to see that they deal with the issues, and again, based on the fact that it's more of like warning, and there are a lot of issues they raised about 25% increase of salary, and other aspects that are also 3.5 months salary arrears that are yet to be paid. And then even mentioned about 2009 federal government and ASU agreement. You also mentioned about the funding of the institutions in terms of the infrastructure and also upgrading of the equipment in these universities, meaning that making sure that all the equipment used and also all the infrastructure needed to advance the university are being released so that the school, all universities in the country will be top notch. So let's look at this one. Moribund Ajaokuta Steel Company owes 1.39 billion naira and Q2. That means between April to June of this year, April to June, that is second quarter, the electricity debt. Now, this Ajaokuta now, they were talking about that it is not part of functioning. They said that the company can never function again. And I don't know why we are still spending a lot of money. Last year, about 5.3 billion naira was spent on electricity alone. And according to the company, they held. But you wonder, why is it that things that are not working, the companies that are not working, are meant to be owned by government, are incurring more debts, more expenses? Who are those who are using this light? You wonder. But you know that we have heard the story of the, what is it called? NPC, $25 billion spent to renovate the 3 refineries, and there are nothing to show for it. Obasanjo just said that it will work, and it's not working. But now we are looking at Ajaokuta now, bit by bit. The other expenses that we may not know, this is just for electricity. But they said that they spent 2 billion on security of the Ajaokuta. A lot of expenses that may be exposing the incapacity or incapability of the government. Now, let's look at the next one. Niger Governor mourns as 35 killed in tanker explosion. Now, this tanker explosion matters is because they were scoping a fuel, they were using a way to put it in the bucket when it fell. You know what? At the end of the day, about 43 people about 30 people, or for about 30 people, yes, more than 40 people were involved in this issue. When this incident happened, instead of them to maybe call the police and also try to look for a way of engaging in safety, they began to scoop the fuel. They were to use the soil to see. And again, 35 killed. Not because it burned them when they were trying to pack fuel to survive. The hunger is the degradation of self to the point that risking yourself for high inflammable content, talking about petroleum, it cannot be heard of. That these people lost their lives, and about 13 plus or thereabout, they are hospitalized from burns, from accident, from the damages. So it's not today that it has been happening before. But why is this? Despite the fact that the governors are receiving more allocations according to them, but the value of that allocation in dollar is still almost the same thing, the way it used to be before Tinubu entered power. The next one is Adaramaja. Kwara has closed 45 public schools over bandits attacks, closing schools because of attacks. Now, a lot of APC supporters, they are claiming that the security in the Kwara, everything is fine, this and that. Why will you close 45 public schools? This happened in Okode and some areas, Babala, and other communities where the bandits had been terrorizing the community. A lot of the inhabitants or residents of this community, they have escaped. They have run for their lives. They look for a way. They are turned to IDPs in another place. That's what it means. Meaning that they left their own town just to survive, so that the bandits would not take their lives. Now, the children could not attend school again. The teachers too cannot attend again. The teacher cannot attend school. Security, others cannot do anything again. Soludo, Ukachukwu, other candidates to sign a peace deal at the head of Anambra Guber election. Election is going to happen November 8th. I think that will be the second Saturday in November 2025. So now I hope that you go out to vote, and these people that are signing, meaning that they will not engage in fight, they have nothing like snatching the ballot box, they run with the ballot box and use any means. It's not going to be do or fight. It's not going to be do or die. I fear. So let's ensure that those other brands should vote their choice and then let them do the right thing. Then next one is publish all high-profile petitions investigated. Akpabio tells EFCC. So EFCC should publish all the profiles, high profiles. Let them know truly those people that are actually guilty and convicted, and then away from those who have not. So that's what he's claiming. Perhaps he should actually show that he's innocent from all the allegations and also the other charges against him. So let's see how it goes. Then the last one, NEMA receives 147 stranded Nigerians from Libya. 100 of them, they are adults. Why 47 children? Now, this is part of the issues. They are back home. People will come back. You can see them. So let us accept them. They're going to be reintegrated into the society of the country. But they are welcome back. This is what I can go today. See you back tomorrow for another edition of JB Trading News. And this is the Super Review.